Alexander Trump Boulos is the newest addition to the Trump dynasty, but here's the big question: will this baby boy inherit billions? Born on May 15, 2025, Alexander instantly became a public figure before he could even take his first steps. Today, we're looking into Tiffany Trump and Michael Boulos' family backgrounds, the complexities of the Trump fortune, and the many questions surrounding Alexander's potential inheritance. But first, let's get real. Alexander is a newborn with no personal assets. Tiffany Trump and Michael Boulos made their joyful announcement on social media, sharing heartfelt messages and precious photos that instantly captured hearts worldwide. The birth was celebrated not only by the couple, but by Tiffany's mother, Marla, who proudly called herself Grandmama, revealing this is her very first grandchild. This moment added a genuine, human touch to the otherwise headline-driven saga of the Trump family. Let's rewind a bit. Tiffany, now 31 years old, met Michael Boulos, 27, back in 2018 in Mykonos, Greece, a place synonymous with glamour and luxury. Their romance blossomed quickly, and in January 2021, Michael popped the question in the iconic White House Rose Garden, a symbolic setting that links their love story directly to the Trump legacy. They tied the knot in November 2022 at Mar-a-Lago, cementing their place within the family dynasty. The name Alexander is no accident. It blends Greek, English, and Arabic roots, meaning defender of men. Historically, it evokes Alexander the Great, a legendary conqueror who shaped empires. By naming their son Alexander, Tiffany and Michael have bestowed upon him a name rich with symbolism, hinting at strength, leadership, and an influential legacy, a fitting choice for a future heir of two powerful families. But what does Alexander's birth really mean beyond just a name? Alexander Trump Boulos' arrival symbolizes the blending of rich and diverse cultural heritages. On one side, he inherits the American political and business legacy of the Trumps, a family known worldwide for its influence in real estate, media, and politics. On the other, he carries the entrepreneurial spirit and international business acumen of the Boulos family, rooted in Lebanese and Nigerian traditions. This unique fusion of cultures and business worlds could shape Alexander's identity in profound ways, offering him opportunities to bridge continents and industries. As Tiffany and Michael raise their son, their parenting choices and cultural values will play a pivotal role in how Alexander navigates the expectations tied to his name and heritage. Now, the big question everyone's buzzing about: will Alexander inherit billions? Let's break it down carefully. First, it's important to note that Alexander, as a newborn, has zero personal net worth. Any future fortune depends entirely on family inheritances, trust funds, and how the Trump estate is managed, none of which are publicly confirmed or guaranteed. Donald Trump's net worth is estimated between $5.5 billion and $7 billion, but it's tied up in complex trusts, real estate holdings, and business ventures. His 11 grandchildren, including Alexander, are not direct beneficiaries right now. Instead, the estate plans mostly focus on Donald's children. That means Alexander's inheritance will likely flow through Tiffany's share if and when it is distributed. And what about Michael Boulos' family wealth? There's often talk that Michael is a billionaire heir, but here's the truth. Recent reports reveal that Nigeria, his father Masad Boulos' company, is valued at under $1 million, far from the billions many speculate. Much of the Boulos family's wealth may actually come from Michael's mother's Lebanese side or other private assets. This discrepancy is important because it tempers the idea that Alexander is automatically inheriting two massive fortunes. Adding even more layers to this inheritance puzzle is Melania Trump's prenuptial renegotiation. Reportedly, she secured a larger share for her son Barron, which could impact how much of Donald Trump's estate is left for the other children and grandchildren, including Tiffany and Alexander. This ongoing legal and financial complexity means the ultimate division of wealth remains uncertain. Estate taxes, legal disputes, and the private nature of the Trump Organization add more uncertainty. Past family disagreements over Fred Trump's will show that even billionaire families face unpredictable inheritance battles. Lawsuits and investigations could reduce the size or delay the distribution of assets, making Alexander's eventual fortune difficult to predict. Speaking of confusion, you might have seen some mix-ups online, like the mistaken claim that Kai Madison Trump is Tiffany's child. That's false. Kai Madison is actually Donald Trump Jr.'s daughter, born in 2007. Alexander Trump Boulos is Tiffany's only child, born in 2025. And this distinction matters for clarity about the family tree. From the moment he was born, Alexander stepped into the spotlight, with his every milestone likely to be watched by media and the public alike. Yet, Tiffany Trump has maintained a relatively low public profile compared to other family members, suggesting she might prioritize privacy and normalcy for her son. Balancing the intense public interest with a desire for a grounded upbringing will be a challenge for the couple. How Alexander manages this duality, being both a symbol of two powerful families and an individual with his own path, will be a defining aspect of his future. In a world where legacy and personal ambition often collide, his story will unfold under watchful eyes, but ultimately it will be his own choices that shape who he becomes. Speculating about a newborn's wealth can be sensitive. Both the Trump and Boulos families have, in the past, challenged public narratives about their finances. This video is meant as an exploration of public records and family legacies, not a definitive statement about Alexander's future fortune. We approach this story with respect for privacy and awareness of the legal and emotional complexities involved. So what do you think? Will Alexander Trump Boulos inherit a fortune that matches the weight of the Trump legacy, or will he break the mold and build a future all his own? How do you imagine the Trump family story evolving as new generations step into the spotlight? We would love to hear your thoughts, predictions, and hopes for Alexander and the family down in the comments below. Remember, Alexander is just a baby, and much of this discussion is based on speculation from public information. It is important that we keep this conversation respectful and mindful of the family's privacy. As Alexander grows and the story unfolds, we will be keeping a close eye on his journey and the evolution of the Trump family legacy, so be sure to stay tuned for future updates. At the end of the day, Alexander's story is about much more than just wealth. It is about legacy, opportunity, and the choices that lie ahead. Whether he inherits billions or forges his own unique path, the future is wide open. And this little boy's journey is only just beginning.